welcome back all to this week's weekly vlog. I won't give you an intro because, as you can see, I'm in a public area, so I'm going to keep it short and sweet, but I just wanted to start the vlog. I think you would have seen on the screen today's Saturday, and Jeanette's still with me. Oh, sorry, banging. And it's Saturday morning, and we've decided to come to Utrecht to the Lapjesmarkt, which is basically a fabric market in Utrecht. It's only open till 1, so that's why we've come in the morning. We've let Lawrence go off to the South African shop. He's going to eat and talk with all his little mates, and then Jeanette and I are just going to take a lovely morning strolling around. She's already bought a few bits and bobs, but you'll see all that on Jeanette's channel. So anyway, welcome to this week's vlog. I hope you're all well. Hope you've all had a good week. Let's hope this week's a good one. See you in a while. Afternoon. I figured I should just quickly pick up the camera and say hello. Again, we've had a lovely day. I can't remember when I last spoke to you. It might have been on yesterday when we went to Utrecht. We went to the Lapjesmarkt. I think that's when it was. And trying not to squint. The clouds are sort of in front of the sun, and then now the sun's coming out. And the plane's just taken off. That was handy. And now the wind's picking up. There you go. As soon as I turn the camera on, lovely. Anyway, sorry. Yeah, we've had a really nice day. Today was going to be the worst weather day. They said 12 degrees. But as you can see, I'm sat in the garden. It is beautiful. It's a bit chilly. Got a cardigan on. And Jeanette and I have been sat here having a crochet. And now she's just gone off to have a quick catch up with our Tim. So I thought, you know what, I'll just very quickly pick up the camera and just say hello. And of course, I will... Oh, sorry, Lawrence is happy me. He's sat in the lounge. Of course, Jeanette will come on and have a chat, and I'll have a chat on her camera at some point. But I thought, let me just come on and say we're having another nice day. Tomorrow's a bank holiday. It's Liberation Day here in the Netherlands. And the weather's going to pick up a little bit. It'll be about 18 degrees, which is lovely. So I think tomorrow's going to be a boating day. But anyway, thought I'd say hello, let you know how Sunday's going. It's been very relaxed, and we've been crocheting. I'll see you in a while. Also, we both going to say good morning?
I was going to go, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Crafty Cleggs. But evidently, it's not Crafty Cleggs.
I was going to say good morning, everyone, and it's not because it's 1 o'clock.
Oh, yeah, an hour before D-Day. Going home in an hour.
Yeah, Jeanette's...
Don't start dawn off again.
I know, I'll start blubbering. Jeanette, I'm going to drop Jeanette off at the airport at 2. So we've got an hour. So I thought we'll just quickly come on because yet again, you would have seen on the screen, it's Tuesday and Jeanette's going home now. And I'm sorry I've not been filming much, but we've just been having such a nice time. Really, we've had the best fun. I don't even know when I last spoke to you.
I think it was outside on Friday before we went to Reuben.
No, that was last week's vlog, Jeanette.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
So did you finish it and start it again in another?
I did, when we went to
right.
Utrecht, to the market.
Did you tell them about calling
I can't remember.
Reuben, what's he called, the wool man?
Jacob. I don't remember. I really don't remember. Well, I've been calling the guy at the wool store Reuben for years.
And what's he called, Jacob?
Jacob. He decided to tell me on Friday. I said, hey Reuben, how you doing? He went, I'm great, but you know, my name's not Reuben. And I went, what? Thought he was joking. And I went, what is it? He went, Jacob. I went, but I've been calling you Reuben for years. And he just laughed.
Lovely man. Really, really nice man.
Yeah, he is lovely.
Yeah, really nice.
Very sweet.
Did you tell him that what we'd been doing? Our show?
I didn't know. No,
I want to
I've not
see
even
my
shown them yet.
Oh, I don't know what. Oh, I've packed mine.
Oh, yeah. Do you know, I will do a podcast. It's long overdue. But obviously when Jeanette gets back, she'll probably share all she's took loads of footage and everything, so she'll figure out what to do.
Yeah, I will.
And obviously we'll talk about what we've been crafting, or not crafting, what we planned to craft, but didn't quite manage it.
Oh, we've done nothing, have we?
Not really.
I'm saying, I'll bring this, and I'll fetch that, and I'll fetch this, and I'll fetch the other. And I brought it all, and guess what? Did. I'm taking it all back in the same state it arrived in.
If you're from Jeanette's channel, you'll know, because I don't really do. I do chatter about crafting. Sorry, the sun's come out finally. But I do the show and tell of the crafting mainly on the Woven Almanac. But there's always a little bit of crafty chitter in the vlog. But if you remember that cute little pig that I'd cut out, and then I was trying to figure out how to do the head, and I bought Jeanette the kit.
Yeah.
So I bought it. I mailed it to Jeanette. Jeanette has now brought it back to the Netherlands so I could help her do the pig. And she's taking the sealed packet of the pig back to England with her. Have we opened it and we've not even cut it out, have we? I said, leave it here and I'll make it for you.
I'm just going to try and figure it out.
We can do a video call.
Yeah, it can't. I mean, like you say, it can't be that hard. When I say it can't be that hard, it's very fiddly. I've made these kind of toys before. My daughter-in-law bought me like a little tiny teddy bear, and that was in English. The what they called the instructions was all written in a language I could understand. Yeah. And it's not difficult. It's just fiddly to do. It is. They're so small.
And you've got his head's in like
inside out.
Yeah, and I think he's in like 3 pieces maybe, and then you've got to make his ears and then stuff them in.
So has he got a piece going down the middle? Like?
I think it's got a piece.
So
I'll show you mine.
Yeah, I'll figure it out. I will do it at home. I will figure it out.
Bring it back next time.
Bring it on the crafting retreat we're planning.
yeah. We'll watch this space. Watch Jeanette's channel.
Watch this space.
But we've had such a nice time. I don't remember when I spoke to you last, but Sunday we had a lazy day.
Oh, it was lovely.
Yeah, we did nothing Sunday. Monday, yesterday, we went on the boat. We've had Jeanette's been on. We've had 3 sails. We've been lucky with them.
Yeah,
the weather.
we have, haven't we?
Yeah. So
I think yesterday was the longest sail we did, weren't it?
Yeah, we went out
practically all
afternoon. Yeah. The whole afternoon. Yeah, we got back in the evening.
It was cold when we got back.
Oh yeah, it was chilly. It was nippy. And it was supposed to be lovely weather today. The sun's gone again now. But Anyway, as I said, Jeanette will put all, then she gets home and catches up with Tim and has a bit of a rest, and she can cobble together all her footage. That's going to be a big job, because she's filmed loads.
Yeah.
And then she'll have a chat with you.
I'm going to try and do that before Friday.
Oh, nice.
I am going to try. I don't know.
This vlog loads on Sunday.
Yeah.
So they would have known. Oh. They would know if you did it or not, won't they?
Yeah. Well, I am going to try and do it before Friday, because on Friday I'm going to try and get back into a normal routine, whatever normal is for me. But yeah, watch this space, wait and see. We'll just just wait and see what happens.
Yeah. And we have, Jeanette's got a few bits and bobs. You've got some nice goodies you've bought. And
I'm going to do a show and tell.
And obviously she brought me some goodies over, and I've not done a lot of shopping, but I can share stuff with you. I've got a new book arriving tomorrow.
Oh really? What?
That book from Amazon.
Before I'm going home.
I'm sorry. I need to send you the link for that. Yeah. I think I will do a podcast soon.
I want the Dennis.
Yes.
The Dennis book.
There's a Dutch pattern designer, I forget his name, and he's got amigurumi books, and there's this little doll called Dennis.
Oh, it's fabulous.
And she saw him in a shop window, not far from me, last time she was visiting. And then didn't you contact the...
I contacted the designer, and I said, please, please, please. I was literally begging on my hands and knees. Please. Seriously.
Did he see you?
Well, no.
Was on a video call?
But I said to him, would you please consider doing it in UK English, terms, in English? He said, well, maybe in the future, but I've got no plans for it. And then when we went to the Wool Man, he had the book on his stall, and nearly wet myself with excitement. Yeah. And then I opened it, and it was in Dutch.
Yeah. And I don't understand that. And I said to Jeanette, the problem is I crochet in, sorry if you're not a crafter, I'm waffling. I crochet US terms, so even when I get an English pattern, I still find it
hard to
make. Yeah, it's like even though you know what you want to say, it's like two different languages that are almost the same. So, and I've looked at Swedish patterns and I don't understand them, and the Dutch I don't.
You know what I should put out? I should put out a plea.
Yes.
Right, for any of you Dutch people here that don't watch my channel, I suggest you do, because it's a cracking channel.
It is.
You have to go over to Crafty Cleggs Creations, and I want to know if you can get me the pattern of Dennis, translate it into British, and, well, I don't know what reward I'll give you, but I'll make it worth your while.
Do they have a bit of a clue what Dennis is?
Can you not put a picture on the screen when we're talking?
I could do. I put it over you.
Yeah, just put Dennis here, I don't care. You'd prefer to see Dennis than me. He's a little bit like, he's got 10, I mean, this sounds stupid, doesn't it? Because, of course, we've all got 5 fingers, 5 toes and all that. But he's actually got fingers and thumbs and toes. He's got fingers, thumbs, toes. He's just fabulous. And he does him this big. And I've seen him, a big, massive one, must be 4 foot tall. He's taken all these photo shoots in a park, and it's just fabulous. So if there's anybody out there that can help me do Dennis, I will cover all costs, anything, just to get my hands on this pattern. I can't tell you how much I need this pattern.
What you can do is, because I just know it's Dennis, and I know he's got brown spiky hair. That's it. So I don't know about the toes. And
I could find you who the designer was.
Yeah, or tell me. Yeah, maybe I can put the name on the screen, or maybe the link if I remember.
Yeah.
And then
I won't let you forget.
Go over to Jeanette and pester her.
Yeah.
About Dennis.
I just need to make it. I don't know.
It is cute.
You know when you see something and you think, out of everything that I've made, and I'm a massive toy maker. I love making toys. Out of everything that I've made, I think I never look at it and think I need that. I look at it and think, oh, that's cute, I'm going to make that. But I keep looking at Dennis.
You've been going on about that for years.
I have, and I think I need him in my life. I need him. So yeah, I do need him. It's a big need for me. So yeah.
Well, there you go. You've put your plea out now.
Yeah, please.
Please help Jeanette find Dennis.
Yeah,
in English.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure that, if there's a Dutch-speaking crafter out there who also speaks English, they could,
I think it's easier for a Dutch person to translate a pattern into
English.
Because I know a lot of Dutch crocheters do actually, crochet English or US or UK term.
Well, the milkmaid that I'm making now, is a Dutch pattern, but it's all in English.
Yeah, but that Crystal Cricket, I think she's called.
Yeah.
She's not all her patterns she's translated, but she's doing it more and more now.
Because there's a wider audience, so I can't understand why you wouldn't.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's money.
Because there's a few
money for jam.
Yeah. I mean, a few people in my crafting circle know about Dennis and have said to me, if ever you do come across it, let me know.
Yeah.
So
that's like, do you remember that pattern designer we saw at Yarndale a couple of years ago when I went with you? And there was a lady there. Was she from Germany or Scandinavia somewhere? And we were raving over the stuff that she had on her stall. They were stunning.
I can't remember.
And then we asked her, we went back a couple of times and we asked her. She said she was bringing out a book of the patterns. And we said, are they going to be in English? She said no.
Oh, right.
And I can't.
Do you know, I can't remember that.
Yeah, even Helen, who's Mountain Makes Pod. Helen, if you're watching, do you remember? Helen saw that stand as well.
Hi, Helen.
They were like, it was a story. It was like a dog, and he was dressed in like a Sherlock Holmes. And he had a little hat and everything.
Yes, I do remember. Yeah.
And the things were beautiful, but the patterns.
I
don't even know if they were fabric or yarn. I can't remember.
Yeah, I do remember now you said Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah, and that character, the little dog, she was going to make him into a book. And the patterns were with the book, but not in English. So. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know why she went to Yarndale then. That was odd. Anyway, I digress. Right, well, I think we're going to let Jeanette go now because we've got 40 minutes and we want to sit and carry on nattering because that's what we've done for a solid week.
Tim will say to me, I can't believe all you've done for a week is talk.
It is. I know it is. And hardly any crafting.
But do you not find that crafters are like-minded people and never, ever have a problem talking?
Yeah.
I never have a problem.
Always got something to talk about.
I have with a crafter. I mean, I'm not the same with Tim. I say, what do you want for your tea? And that's it.
Well, you've seen me with Lawrence. What you making us for tea, Lawrence?
Yeah, poor Lawrence, he's had to put up with us for a week.
Wait, we want to go on the boat, Lawrence. Take us here. Aye, matey.
He don't care, just does as he's told.
Well,
most of the time.
Not really, Jeanette. I think most of the time. You've seen him not doing as he's told this week several times. We'll leave it at that. But he's been well behaved on the whole.
Yeah.
That's what we'll say.
Yeah, he has.
And she's had a hug from the boys. Will's gone out now.
Oh,
and Joshua went to work and he's come home. He's upstairs in his room working. So yeah. Right, do you want to say bye to everyone?
Bye everybody. See you soon. No, bye everybody. I will see you soon. I'll be back again next year. Hopefully with Dennis.
If not sooner. We'll see each other
we'll
before then.
see.
Well, we talk to each other all the time.
Yeah,
anyway, that's another. But yes, I'll love you and leave you for now, and then I'll be back on tomorrow, later, Thursday, I'm not sure. Going to the hairdressers this week, get my grey done. I forgot, I had this moment last night. I went, I think I've got a hairdresser's appointment this week. Wasn't in my phone. Anyway, I remembered to call the hairdresser, and indeed I did, but I was double booked. So
at least you've got that sorted.
Yeah, because I've got a phone appointment tomorrow morning. So I'm going to the hairdresser's Friday afternoon.
Yeah.
And then I'm going out for dinner on Thursday night with Natalie and Alison. So I've got enough to fill my Jeanette gap.
For the time being.
Yeah. And then Jeanette needs to go and see how her house is standing with a week without her. But you'll hear all about that on Jeanette's channel.
Sure you will. Yeah.
See you in a while.
Bye.
Good afternoon. I'm just looking at the dash. It's 12:30. I'm just popping to the shops. It's supposed to be a lot warmer today, but the car is showing 12 degrees, and I've got a cardigan on. It does feel a little bit fresh. And we've had moments of it's sunny cloud. So it is supposed to get a bit warmer throughout the day, but at the moment, anyway, yesterday, so I dropped Jeanette off. I think I last spoke to you, I was dropping Jeanette off. So I dropped her off at the airport, and then she gave me a quick tinkle to say that she'd just whizzed through security, which was great. And then she'd let me know when she got home. So indeed, she did, and she forgot her charger for her iPad and phone. So I hope she's got. I think she must have a spare one at home. But I said to her, I'll send it to you anyway, because you know these things. It's always good to have a spare. You know, and I'm sure if I've not even been in her room, but I'm sure she's left all little bits and bobs. I mean, I had a quick sweep around. Why am I parking it? Before we went downstairs, and she'd left some stuff. So anyway, it's no hassle for me at all. It'll probably be tomorrow now. It'll give me a little task. But then I got home, and then I had a quiet afternoon, and then everybody was out. All the guys were out sporting. The boys had football practice. Lawrence was reffing a hockey game. So I had the house to myself, and I tell you what, it felt so weird. The house being empty. So I shed a little tear when I dropped Jeanette off at the airport. I knew I would. I don't know. It's always a bit, you know, it's like bittersweet, because on the one hand you had a great time, but then it's like you have to go. And I said to her, it was weird because it felt like it felt like she'd been here for ages, but it flew by. Anyway, I'm sure, well, you know, a lot of you have come over from Jeanette's channel, which is really nice. I hope you stick around. Thank you so much. It's really nice of you. And of course, you're all welcome. So you know, if you've come over from Jeanette's channel, you'll know if she's posted something or not. And if you haven't, then head on over. Go and say hello to her. So yes, my cleaner came this morning. Thank goodness. Well, she walked in, and this is why we always have these language things, because my cleaner's actually Portuguese, so we communicate in Dutch because her English isn't very good, and my Dutch isn't great, and her Dutch isn't great, so it's always very interesting. But I was in my little room because I had a phone appointment, and she knocked, and then she said, I'm just in Dutch, I'm just letting you know, today's my last day. And I went, what? And she went, today's my last day. So I said, why? And she looked a bit shocked, and then she said, well, I'm going away. And I was like, oh, so that's it, we say goodbye to you today? And she went, no. no, I can't come for 2 weeks. That's what we managed. I was like, oh. So, but you said today's my last day, full stop. So we were howling, laughing. Whew. But anyway, so she's not coming for 2 weeks, which is fine, because sometimes she doesn't come for 2 weeks anyway. But I was so relieved that she came this morning, because she couldn't make it last week. Because I had made a conscious decision that whilst Jeanette was here, I was not doing a damn tools. I was only focused on having my friend here and doing nice things and relaxing, because we both really needed to relax. And I just did, you know, obviously I've got a load of men in the house, you know, I clean the toilets daily, that's a given. But I didn't do any laundry. I've not done any dusting. I didn't even hoover. I mean, I said to Jeanette yesterday, I said, oh my gosh. I said, you know what? I asked Lawrence to get the hoover out on Friday, and he didn't. And I said, my house has not been hoovered for a week. We were both shocked. I said, well, considering, and I've got a dog, and there's like usually between, you know, 5, 6 adults in the house, it's not looking too bad. So Jeanette said, well, there you go. But, anyway, so I thought, I'm not doing it. I dropped her off, went home, sat on the sofa, did a bit of crochet. I was feeling tired. I think it's like an anticlimax, isn't it? Because it was like, you know, my day was full. It was busy. It was lovely. And then all of a sudden it was over. And I thought, right, I'm not doing a thing. I made dinner. I made pesto pasta. Really quick dinner last night. and they ate and left, and I did nothing. And now my cleaner's here. I've just left her, but I needed to pop out. Lawrence popped to the shops this morning, and he forgot to buy my milk. If you've been around a while, you'll know I try not to have too much dairy. I do, but where possible for my arthritis, because I have osteoarthritis, and it's not dairy. It's not the best for your joints. So I have almond milk in my coffee. So anyway, I thought, you know what, everybody's busy. I'm going to get out the hair, get out my cleaner's hair, pop to the shops, and have a quick chat with you. I'm sure people are walking past my car thinking I'm a nutter. Anyway, but yeah, it's been absolutely lovely. I've really enjoyed it. I think both of us needed that kind of break. And I know I was reading and catching up with the comments on last week's vlog, and a lot of you who know both of us, you'd made very similar comments about how relaxed and how cheerful and happy we both were, because, you know, we've all been sort of going through struggles and life stuff. So yeah, it was good. Just what the doctor ordered. Anyway, I am going to stop waffling now. I'm going to pop into the shops, and in the blink of an eye I'll be back. See you in a bit. Good afternoon. I hope you can hear me. There's a slight breeze. It's absolutely beautiful today. It's been cold the last couple of days and overcast. I don't recall it raining. It might have rained when we were in bed. I don't know. I did give the garden a really good water last night, and just sat down, had a bite to eat, had a sandwich. Now I'm going to do a little bit of crochet. I'm doing this shawl in like this ombre. Isn't that lovely? You can really see the ombre on camera. Oh, let me take my hook out. Sorry. Look. See the colour difference? It goes from like this white down to... It's not white. Sorry. It's like a real pale powder pink. And then it goes down. It starts going down and down. I don't want to take it out the bag. When it goes down to this nice cerise colour in my Crafty Cleggs bags. It's one of the gifts one of many gifts Jeanette brought over. She's such a sweetheart. It's got these lovely dangly bits on. Isn't that lovely? It's like a lavender sprig on it. It makes a nice noise. I'm missing my garden buddy. It's been very quiet without Jeanette being here. I've really enjoyed. I really enjoyed having her here. We all did. Lawrence and the boys like Jeanette. I think she just feels like familiar, you know, because of her accent, and all my family's from the northwest. So yeah, but it's just been quiet. So anyway, not to get, what's the word, maudlin again. I'll set me off getting all sad. Can you hear the school kids? I don't know if you can hear them. I think it's the lunch break, and the local school it's actually quite a way down the street, but noise travels, doesn't it? Anyway, talking about the garden, shall I spin you round and show you how those how the olive and the fig tree are doing after I repotted them? Because I'm actually really surprised. I'm very pleasantly surprised, I might add. Yeah. I'll spin you round, and I'll... Oh, I think it's a wasp keeps hanging around here. I don't know if it's a fly or a wasp. Sorry. I'm going to spin you round. I'll show you how they're doing. And then that's it. I'm going to crochet. I've actually got washing on the go. I didn't do any washing whilst Jeanette was here. I just down tools. I just did the bare minimum. I've got a feeling I've repeated myself. Anyway, my cleaner did come yesterday, thank goodness. So I just need to catch up on laundry, and with this weather, it'll be as fast as I can wash it. I can peg it out. I'll probably get about 3 or 4 loads done today. I am going out for dinner this evening. I think I mentioned that already. Just into the village. See Natalie and Alison. Not seen them both for months, actually, together. I saw Alison on King's Day. Anyway, let's have a look at these plants. See you in a while. Please excuse that knackered box. Lawrence is still debating on how to get rid of it. So here's the olive tree. These are the 2 planters that we put them in. for scale. There's my fingers, so it's quite big. So we replanted it because where it was before, this half of the tree was mainly in shade, and it was growing this way like it was reaching for the sun. And now look at it, and look at all these lovely, lovely little buds. I think these might be olives. One year it was absolutely covered in olives, and then we went away and we had a heat wave and they all died. I don't know if they're edible anyway, but I'm just thrilled to bits with it. It's absolutely, look, there's new leaves constantly. Chuffed to bits with that. That was definitely a risk worth taking. And also the fig tree. Look at this. It's sprouting. Look, new leaves all the time. Definitely needed a water. I mean, they're full of figs. There's 3 on that. 3 on that. Seems to be 3. No, 2 on that one. 3 on that one. And 2. I think that's no good. But anyway, I'm not complaining. And then I bought some, sorry, there's my shadow. I bought some, what they called, lavender bushes. Pack of 6 from the Lidl a few weeks ago. I think they were on special, they were on half price. I think they were on the last legs. And isn't it weird? I planted them, you can see my shadow there. I planted them at the same time, from the same tray, in the same soil. These 2 didn't make it, and these 2 are thriving. Isn't that weird? And I've still not weeded this. Lawrence has been cutting some saplings out. I mean, from a distance. I mean, I'm not that bothered. The lavender bush is growing lovely. This needs a good trim. That oak tree's going to sprout acorns before we know it. He has to do something about them. This is the flower bed. You can't see on camera, but it's always in shade. I'm trying to do a little bit of weeding on it every day. I need to just give it a turn over with the hoe. That's growing. That's what I put in last. I put 4 or 5 of these in last year. I don't remember what they're called. Actually, somebody from this channel recommended them. And they're growing. It's growing. It was a little sprig. It's a ground cover. I've got a box of slug pellets, so I'm gonna pop some down. They're fine for Jack. And there's the other 2. So these are sort of like, you can see they were kind of like, we're dying, and now they've suddenly rallied. I'm not sure about that. There's a weed from next door's coming through the fence. Look, it's there as well. And the Japanese maple tree is doing lovely. And there's Jack's ball, one of many. My lamp's fallen off. This is looking lovely. It really, really likes living here. And there's mine and Jeanette's little sunny spot where we did our crochet and put the world to rights. And here's a plane. See you in a while. Good afternoon. Oh gosh, it's a bit warm. I don't know what the temperature is. My dashboard's gone off. I think it's like 21, 22 degrees. I've just parked up in the village because I've got a package on there to post. I've got a hairdresser's appointment. I'm a bit early for it because I was hoping to just pop to a local shop, but I ended up in a diversion and a traffic jam and blah 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 blah. So I'm going to be early for my appointment. It's fine. I'll have to make sure that they get the hair dye properly off my head, because I still have some things to do while I'm on this side of my village. And actually I might pop in and see my friend afterwards, because I think she's going to just do some nibbles in her garden, and I think I would have finished at the hairdresser's, had time to go and do some chores and then go to her house. I think that's what I'm going to do. Anyway, had a lovely dinner last night with Alison and Natalie. It was really nice. It was just a local restaurant. I think they'd underestimated the service because our food took a bit too long to arrive. It was like a fly in the ointment, but it didn't spoil our evening. They did take money off the bill, which was, it was nice. They kept offering us free coffee and dessert, and we were like, well, we're not dessert people. And it was late for us, so we said no. So he said, okay, I'm going to do this. So it was like, okay, well, fair enough. Can't moan at that. Anyway, I'm going to stop waffling because it's got quite busy in the car park. That looks like my friend's son. I don't think it is. Anyway, I'm going to stop waffling because I'm absolutely roasting. I'll pop back on in a while, and if I have these highlights, let's have a look. I don't know. I'm still a little bit iffy about them because my experience with highlights in the past has not gone well. I have had highlights at this hairdresser before, but I think they just, whatever they use, they just sort of, they lifted my hair by a certain amount of time and it went a bit orange, and I want to choose an actual colour. Anyway, I'm going to go in, stop waffling, and I'll come back on in a while. Bye. Hello, I've just got home. It's 20 to 6. The hairdressers was so busy, like crazy busy. I just went out with damp hair, so it's a bit wild at the moment. It's already started to itch my head. I always have this. I always have to wash my hair the next day after I've had a hair dye on my head. It's bearable, but I can feel it's like it's a bit scratchy. I'm not sure about these highlights. Maybe tomorrow they'll, I think they just look a bit harsh right now. And she's trimmed. She just took the ends off, and my hair clip disappeared. So they've been like, my hair's been annoying me all day, so I've been fiddling with it. Anyway, I had to rush. I said to her, just give it a partial waft with the hairdryer, because it was gone 3, and my hair was quite damp actually. She put a bit of oil on it, so I said, it's fine, it's really hot outside, I'm not going out, but I couldn't do my chores because I was supposed to be at Michelle's at 3. Though I just apped her and I said, yeah, I'm going to be. I was only about 10-15 minutes late. She was fine. But it was really nice. We sat in her back garden and we had all like little nibbles and bites and stuff. And I've not seen her for months. And then our other friend Anissa came. She said, oh, Anissa's coming. So I was like, oh, it was just nice. And we just caught up on life, about ourselves, about, the kids, the family, everything. It felt really good to be with them. I'm very tired now, I must admit. But also because I've been speaking or listening to Dutch since 12 o'clock this afternoon. And my brain's just given up the ghost. But yeah, so that was it. That's all I did. Hairdressers. And saw my friends. Lovely. I think Josh was having a couple of friends over. They're going to have a barbecue. And Lawrence had the foresight to buy some beef burgers for Lawrence and I. So we're having beef burgers off the barbecue tonight. Super happy with that. A, I don't have to cook. And B, who doesn't love a barbecue burger? Well, I do, unless you're vegan or vegetarian. But anyway, I think I'm gonna leave the vlog at this point, because in true Dawn fashion, I don't know how much I've been waffling, what I've filmed. I've edited some of the footage, but I've got to download quite a bit off the camera. So I think I'm going to use my time wisely before the barbecue begins. I'm going to sit at my office at my desk here and edit the vlog. So it's done. I've heard from Alison. We are indeed, the two of us are going to walk around the market tomorrow morning. So hopefully I can film a little bit of that. But whatever we get up to, I'll share it with you in next week's vlog. So thanks again for tuning in. And if it's the first time stopping by the channel, you're very, very welcome. I hope you've enjoyed spending some of your time with me waffling away. And don't forget, if you did enjoy the content of my video, if you could hit the subscribe button, that would be wonderful. And it tells YouTube that you were happy to spend some of your time with me. And if you're an OG, thanks again for all your support, coming back each week. Seriously, you guys are the best. Thanks for tuning in. Take care, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.